with 30 seconds left on this Comet power play. Alan Lazarchuk right back in on the right wing side. He'll drop it down to the half wall. It's knocked back to the point for Gallipo. Into the slot. Lazarchuk shoots, and they score. It went through the 5-hole of Kylie, and Fort Wayne's power play does it again. They now have a power play goal in 9 out of 10 meetings this year. It's 1-0 Comets, 4:41 at the time of the goal. Their power play now is 17 for 39 on the season against Kalamazoo, well over 40%. And that just seems to be the matchup problem. At even strength, these teams are tied 22 goals apiece against each other this year at 5-on-5. He's with black and white trim. Boston Lear cuts to the net, has it roll off the toe of his stick and wide through the crease and into the corner. Lear gets it back, chips one towards the front, knocked down in front. Lear steps up, blasted, he scores! Boston Lear with a rocket, 20 seconds into the period. We're tied. The puck was kind of bouncing around for a bit, and in the slot it was knocked up to the top of the left circle, and Lear just stepped up and ripped it. 1-1, and Kalamazoo has started off the second period about as good as you could. A goal 20 seconds in, and in the second game back for Boston Lear, one of the assistant captains who missed 21 games with an upper body injury. Behind the cage, Seamus Malone, pressured by Doherty. Right wing corner, it's Van Voris. Van Voris is checked by Jenks, bounces off of it, stays with it. Now Doherty, it's picked off behind the net. Malone bounces back over to Van Voris, left corner, up top. Edmondson, a shot, they score! It was tipped in front, it's 2-1. Kalamazoo's got their first lead. Ian Edmondson with a rocket from the left circle again. Same spot where Lear scored earlier. I don't think Taylor got that one. I think it's Edmondson who's gonna get the goal. And Ian Edmondson will have his third of the year. Taylor provided the screen. It was a good forecheck behind the net by, you guessed it, Matt Van Voris. And the pass came up to Edmondson. Edmondson fired it past Munson. Time of the goal will be 11:58. And Kalamazoo has a 2-1 lead on their 23rd shot. A couple players collide. One coming off the bench, it was Stephen Bayless. One going off the ice, and Alan Lazarchuk. Now it's thrown out front, and Bayless collects it and scores, and he ties the game at 2. Stephen Bayless capitalizes on a Kalamazoo turnover in their own end. He was all alone in front, and he chipped it past the blocker of Jake Kiley, and this game is tied again. Time of the goal is going to be 12:55 of the second period, and you can kind of hear some of the Fort Wayne faithful here in attendance tonight ringing their cowbells as Stephen Bayless has put some life back into this Comet team that only had 4 shots in the second period up to that one. Now Jenks in the corner, heckled by Wilson. Edmondson closes off that pass, sails it off the glass. Taylor tries to bat it out, can't do so. It's held in by Sidlowski. Saucer to the line, Gottlieb. Top of the left circle, Bowdens. 1 minute and 5 seconds left on this power play. Gottlieb, right circle, Sidlowski, slap pass, they score. Jenks tipped it in, and Fort Wayne's 2 for 3 on the power play. This might be the best I've ever seen a team on the power play in my career. I think if Kalamazoo could go the rest of time without ever seeing Fort Wayne get a power play opportunity, they'd be happy. This Comets team is 2 for 3 tonight. It's their 6th time this year in 10 meetings they've scored multiple power play goals against Kalamazoo. Coming up in the intermission, we'll have the ECHL plays of the week. Battle won by Fort Wayne, wrapped out front by Pechnik. Petrozelli into the crease. Loose puck corralled by Lear. He'll lob it back out to center. It's gloved by Doherty. Doherty pressured, it's turned over. Farley on a breakaway to the net, to his backhand. He scores! Austin Farley calls for the ovation after dangling and fighting through traffic and sweeping it through the 5-hole of Munson. Ties the game at 3. What a goal from Farley. He was hooked up by Doherty on the play. Almost assuredly would have been a penalty or a penalty shot. It won't matter as Farley scores. It went off the glove of Doherty, hopped on him, and Farley poke-checked it. He was hooked up going to the net. He went forehand, backhand, 5-hole. And ties it up at 3 with 25 seconds left in the second period. Second point of the game for Farley. What an addition he's been to the lineup. Face-off at center ice late in the period. Wilson at his own blue line, D to D for Edmond. Binkley gave it away to Fry. D to D, it's Elliott. Up the right wing, it's Van Voris, and it's deflected in around the Fort Wayne net. Taylor chases after it, knocks it away from Gallipo. Centered for Malone, shoots, he scores! Welcome to Kalamazoo. Seamus Malone has his first, and the K-Wings are in front. Taylor with the battle won behind the net, took it away from Gallipo, found Van Voris, who tapped it out front to Malone, and the patience to pick his spot after Munson committed. Malone puts the K-Wings back into the lead, 4-3 with 14:36 to play. Time of the goal, 5:24. And in his first game in Kalamazoo, Seamus Malone has a 2-point night. It'll be Malone from Van Voris and Taylor. Kalamazoo 0 for 2 on the Culver's power play so far. Lear gets the puck free. At the half wall is Elliott. Mitch Elliott into the right wing circle, down to the corner. Elliott goes in behind the net, forced back by Verpass. On the right wing, Farley, saucered into the circle, Lear up top, Tho scores! Aaron Tho blasts it, and it's a power play goal with 11:32 to play. 5-3, Kalamazoo has their biggest lead of the night. Aaron Tho will pick up his 5th goal of the season and the 3rd he has scored on the power play this year. The fans are roaring now here at Wings Event Center. 11:32 to play. The K-Wings have scored 2 in the first half of the frame to take a 5-3 lead. Farley with the saucer to Lear. Lear up top for Tho. Tho ripped it over the blocker of Munson. Top shelf. Another 84 seconds left here at Wings Event Center. Lazarchuk at the half wall corrals it and looks for a passing lane. Lazarchuk to the point. Gallipo. Back to Lazarchuk, left circle, down to the goal line now. Sidlowski, back to Lazarchuk, he scores. He ripped it on the give and go, left circle. It's 5-4 with 1 minute and 11 seconds left. And that worked perfectly for Fort Wayne right out of the timeout.